30 days ago, I decided to find a different way to deal with my stress and anxiety other than food. I decided to try doing yoga every day for at least 15 minutes. I ended up doing yoga every single day for 20 minutes or longer. I typically stayed in the 20-minute range because I felt that that was the most manageable with my life. I did a variety of flows, including beginner, intermediate, slow, and restorative. I used primarily the Peloton app, but I did do a few YouTube videos as well. In the next clips, you'll see my last 2 days of my yoga challenge. Stay tuned until the end of the video if you want to find out my experiences with my yoga challenge, and if I thought it did help me with my stress and anxiety. It is day 29. I only have one more day left after this, and I'm going to do something special for tomorrow for the last day. But today, I was going to do a 45-minute with the instructor that I really like, and it was an intermediate. But the thumbnail is her doing a headstand, and I'm not at that level yet. You know what? I'm going to go for it anyway, and I just won't be obviously headstanding on that part. Or maybe I can try it up against a wall or something. But here, 45-minute intermediate flow. I just finished my 45-minute intermediate flow. It was a very long time, and I was definitely looking at the clock going, is it done yet? Is it done yet? And I totally skipped the headstand because I didn't feel comfortable even trying it against a wall, particularly because my walls aren't really safe. They're like half walls or there's something on the wall. So overall, I'm a little bit disappointed that it's been 29 days and I don't feel like I'm really getting any better at yoga. And I feel like that's kind of a disappointment. Tomorrow is the last day, and I think it's going to be good. See you tomorrow. Bye. It is my last day of the yoga challenge, and I can definitely say I'm relieved that this is the last day. I don't hate yoga, but making myself do it every day has made me feel like I hate it. And I do think that it is important to add to your routine, but maybe instead of doing yoga, I just stretch more and maybe do some yoga poses, but not necessarily a dedicated flow. And that's kind of how I'll use yoga moving forward. But I thought it would be fun today if I recreated my very first yoga video. So I'm going to do the exact same yoga routine that I did in my first video, and I'm going to compare the two and see if I have made progress that I just didn't notice. I'm going to be honest, and I didn't even remember what my first class was, so I had to go back to the log. And you can see 6-1, I did this slow flow. So I'm going to go ahead and download this one again. And it's just a 20-minute slow flow, pretty basic, but this would be a really good one to see if I've made any progress. class was a lot harder than I remembered it being, and especially since it was a slow flow and it started out so restorative like, I am kind of shocked that I was still having struggles with it. But I'm interested to see the side-by-side to see if I had any improvements in my yoga. After doing yoga for 30 days, I learned a few things. One of the things that I learned is that I don't want to do yoga every single day. I really felt like it was a chore and not something that I wanted to do. I was really excited in the first about week or two about doing it, and then I really lost my momentum, and it just felt like I was being forced to do it, and I really didn't enjoy it. I also did not find it helped me at all with stress and anxiety. I don't feel like that's something that I could go to when I'm feeling anxious. I was also surprised that I didn't seem to make very much flexibility progress in my 30 days. I didn't really have any necessary expectations for what would happen during the challenge, but I was surprised that I was not more flexible by the end. I was not expecting to be, putting my legs over my head or anything, but I really thought I'd notice a little bit of more flexibility in just doing the regular moves, and I did not notice that. I was really hoping too that yoga would feel like it was getting easier, particularly the beginner ones. And in the beginning, I started to feel like I was seeing some progress, and then all of a sudden it was like it stopped. Like I couldn't seem to make progress after that point. I thought I looked like a yogi when I was editing my videos, and I thought that was pretty cool. But it was also because the videos were fast forward, so I don't know if that maybe made the form look better or something, I'm not sure. While watching the side-by-side from my first day and my 30th day, I didn't really notice much of a difference, and I tried to get the angles as close to the same as possible so I could see if there was a difference. I might have done things a little bit more expressively. So for example, instead of just kind of like putting your arm up, I really focused on like opening up more, and anytime they would give a cue, I tried to make sure that I was following the cues. So if it was, activating your glutes or making sure that you're twisting a certain way or that your hip isn't sliding back when it's not supposed to, I tried to always make those corrections anytime they mentioned it. Overall, I think it was a good experience, and I did find out that yoga is just really not for me. I'm totally down for going to specific fun yoga classes like a yoga and a beer or, stand-up paddleboard yoga or something. I think those are more fun, or if you have a friend going with you, I think it's more fun, but I didn't really like doing it as like an at-home practice. So I definitely will not be using it as a stress reliever in the future. I'm still on the journey to find a great replacement for my stress and anxiety that is not food. So maybe I'll make another series trying out something else. The next exercise that I want to try out for stress relief is running. I used to run a few years ago and was able to do up to a 10K of run walking, but I tried recently to get back into it, and I just kept feeling like my body was hurting. It would either be my foot or my ankle or my shin or my knee or my quad, or it was always just like some part of my body was aching. And I was using a program that slowly eased you into it with running and walking intervals. So I do want to go ahead and try doing that again. So maybe I'll vlog that journey. Thank you so much for watching my yoga journey. I hope I inspired you to try a yoga journey of your own. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.